Well, the more connections you get, the more people want to connect with you.
Because they want to raise their connections?
They want to raise their connections. Also, it gives them a larger network of second connections or people that they are connected to through somebody else. And so the more people you're connected to, the larger your overall network on LinkedIn. And that's worth something to people. And so if you're connected to a lot of people, so if you're connected to 10,000 people and somebody connects to you, all of a sudden, they just added all those 10,000 people that you're connected become their second connections if they weren't already, or second degree connections.
Gotcha.
And so, and then you take that to an entirely different level if you connect to somebody who has 20,000 or 30,000 connections. And if you connect to somebody who has like 500,000 followers, if you're connected to them, you don't get all those people in your network. But if you post something and that other person with that huge following comments on your post, likes your post, does anything with your post to interact, their entire following of 500,000 people aren't going to see that, but a percentage of them are going to see that interaction with you. And then that becomes outsized visibility for your content. If you make too many connections, then you'll run into a warning where they'll say you're bumping up against your limit. You're limited to, it'll say 125 or something connections per week. And what they'll do when you hit the cap is you just can't send out any more connection requests. So it's a warning, but you don't really need to be careful because they're going to lock you down and prevent you from sending out more requests until the next week as soon as you hit that limit. But so I wouldn't worry about any warnings that you get. The difference between following and connecting is if you follow somebody, then their posts will show up in your feed, but you're not directly connected to them. And LinkedIn is really pushing this following thing versus connecting. And so if you connect, you can send messages back and forth without using up your in-mail quota. Or sometimes people don't allow you to send them a message unless you're connected. And so it's better to be connected to somebody if you want to communicate with them. But if you just want their content and you don't really care about communicating with them, then you can just follow them. And of course, on the other side, you want as many people following you as possible, because the more people who follow you, the more people see your posts, see your content, and then you have more influence and you can impact people more.
Okay, so they they suggested that you follow somebody before you connect.
Yeah, they suggest that. Again, they're trying to push the following thing. I don't think LinkedIn will ever do this, but it's possible that in the future they would just get rid of connections and you would just have followers. I don't think they'll do that, but it's almost like they're pushing people in that direction.